Hi, I'm Gunner Pulliam.
And I'm Sam Bass.
And welcome back to your daily video announcements.
Today for lunch we have chicken nuggets, mashed potatoes, gravy, dinner roll, steamed carrots, apple slices, and a cold milk.
This Thursday and Friday is the annual costume contest. Sign up in your grade Google Classroom if you're interested.
Now let's take a quick look at A Minute with Manning.
So to become an SRO, you have to go through certain training. First, you have to have 2 years on minimum on the streets. Then you go to a 1-week training, which is pretty extensive. And then basically throughout the training, you'll have different times throughout different years. You'll have more training to add on to it. But it's basically learning the laws of how to deal with juveniles versus adults, and what all entails in that kind of stuff. So as far as using use of force in the building, it's not really something I would want to look forward to doing because I like all my students, and generally the best tactic to use is just verbal. It's more of like a verbal judo, if you will. You want to talk to people, get them to cooperate that way before you have to go hands-on or use the equipment that I'm providing. So my role in protecting the school here, basically be a presence. I mean, I think a lot of these students feel better just having me around. Obviously, I'd be a first responder for anything, whether it's medical or serious. I'm already on scene, so that saves time because in a life or death situation, every second matters, so it's just good for me to be in the building.
Now on to weather with Ryan Gobel.
Welcome back to your daily weather forecast. For today, it's going to be in the mid-30s in the morning. We'll only get to 44 and partly cloudy with some chance of showers and winds after school. That's all for weather. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Next, let's take a quick look at your top 5 stories of the day.
And now, time for a quick blast to the past. Let's look at it today in history.
October 29th, 1929. On Wall Street, Black Tuesday descends upon the New York Stock Exchange. Stock prices collapse amid panic selling, wiping out thousands of investors as America's Great Depression begins. 2004. In a videotaped statement, Osama bin Laden directly admits for the first time that he ordered the September 11th attacks. The al-Qaeda leader warns the best way to avoid another Manhattan is to stop threatening the security of Muslims. 1956. During the Suez Canal crisis, Israel invades Egypt's Sinai Peninsula. Just days later, British and French forces occupy the canal, which Egypt had nationalized. Then both Cold War superpowers, the United States and Soviet Union, demand a ceasefire. The crisis ends with UN peacekeepers deployed in the canal zone. 1901. In upstate New York, Leon Czolgosz dies in the electric chair for assassinating President William McKinley in Buffalo.
3, 2,
And 1998.
1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery with a crew of 6 astronaut heroes and 1 American legend.
Ohio U.S. Senator John Glenn, the first American to orbit the Earth, roars back into space aboard Shuttle Discovery at the age of 77. Today in history, October 29th, Tim McGuire, The Associated Press.
That's all for today. Make sure to stay classy, VC.